Hey everybody!
I'm Adam.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Will, and we are
Working Title! Flank connect! Guys, we are back with another episode of Vinland Saga. This is Season 1, Episode 10?
Mm-hmm.
What is this one called? End of Time?
the apocalypse.
The Apocalypso?
Mm.
The Norse apocalypse.
The meteors are coming.
What's your favorite apocalypse?
The meteors that took out the dinosaurs.
Okay.
That's a cap.
I guess that works. It's a form of apocalypse. But this is the Viking RAGNAROK apocalypse. Last on,
What happened, Sam?
we had the introduction to Thorkell
Yes.
at London Bridge.
Bridge is falling down.
Thorfinn fought him. Yeah, literally, the man's hand was the size of other people's skulls. He was having a good old time, and Thorfinn wasn't having it, because Thorfinn's not about battle. He just wants to get the deed done and get his duel that he's just not going to win. Yet. He just barely survived the encounter with Thorkell and jumped off into the water and swam ashore and ran into Askeladd, who once again was like, we're
gonna go
you're
sack
alive.
this town. Yeah.
So, also met Canute, hidden female warrior from the looks of it. We don't know really her relationship with the king, who is, I think, a cousin or related to Harold Finehair over in Norway.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure either.
I'm so confused who's who. But guys, if you like this video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you know when we drop more Vinland Saga. Comment down below what you think about the video. And hey, this show comes out 1 week exclusively on Patreon. If you guys want to support the channel and check it out 1 week early, hit the link in the description.
And this is not market substitute, guys. If you want to check out Vinland Saga, go on any streaming service you can find it on, and then come back and watch your boys right here on this channel. We're gonna punch it.
Bah!
Zig.
Wit.
Damn it.
Rick and Morty?
Blesny.
Oh, dude, it's the London Hubbard.
来やがるなちげえねまったく貧乏くじひ
Oh!
Thorkell?
Yeah, probably.
No way!
Of course. Come on.
Oh, is
my
he just
gosh.
the beast titan?
Oh my gosh,
No
yeah.
shot.
No cap.
He doesn't have as good of a form, though. I don't know if he needs the form. What a
He'll
madman.
never go to Valhalla at this rate.
Oh, okay, so he's got nubs now.
Balls.
Ragnar.
Oh, right, they left him and Canute in charge of the battle at this point, while everyone else went to lessons. Does he look like Uncle Iroh, a younger version of him?
I don't like that his head is such a point.
Egg.
It's got like a, looks like a lemon.
彼に言われたのですあなたの剣を治める
Yeah, there's no way you're telling me that's not a girl, right?
And here's that monk.
滅びるのです
Ma'am.
The trio.
すまんが少し外して
Alright, we get the truth. Let's see.
I like how he looks. His beard's lit.
She's a devout
ご
Christian.
心配いりません冬になれば撤退命令がなされるはずそれまでのご辛抱です神よどうか殿下をお守りくださいでけえよ声がまあ慎重になったんだろうなんせあっちの大将はデンマークの王子様だしな
The Prince of Denmark.
王子来てんのあれ言ってなかったか確か第二王子のクヌート殿下
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. This guy is psycho, man.
Yeah.
Zig. I think he's just excited because, like, the stakes are all the more high now.
Of course.
He's got the prince that he can fight. It's really weird how they're, like, setting up Canute, because do you get the feeling like they're making it seem like she's not going to be a good fighter, when in reality it just feels like she's going to be probably the best fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's gotta be it.
Like, I feel like she's just going to wreck shit. Like, I mean, like, levels of above Askeladd, above Thorkell, above Thorfinn
I get
kind
what
of
you're
stuff.
saying.
Just because, like, she's unknown and they're hiding her so well.
And they're acting like she's so weak. Nice.
Plus Ultra.
United States.
Vinland?
Yeah.
He's dead.
And now every time we see this, someone dies, so.
It's like the Grey Havens. He finds his father, and his father's just like, your time is not up. You have to go back to the real world of men.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Well, there's his mother.
Oh, is that not Hordaland? Oh, never mind.
Who?
You think they're still alive?
I think all of them
I think,
are.
yeah.
Or maybe not all of them, but like, I think his sister's definitely alive.
Is he gonna turn around and have just a bunch of arrows in him?
Or like, he's just leaking.
Yeah. Just leaking.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I don't know where they were at in North America, but it does not look like that during the winter solstice.
Yeah.
No shot.
Maybe Canada?
It's not. It doesn't look like that during the winter.
Oh, not during the winter solstice. No.
Yeah, he ain't around. He just full on like pieced out.
Yeah, go visit them.
I wonder if he even like thinks about them. You know what I mean? Or is he just full on like revenge focused?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
This crazy ass kid.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, wow. No way. You think this is what actually is happening?
I don't know.
And he's,
Oh, is he gonna get shot again?
Having some
I don't want to see this,
crazy
man.
prophetic dreams right now. Yeah.
God dang it. Ugh.
Well, there's the dream full of incentive. Whoa,
dude,
hey,
it's just a
somebody's
dead
dead.
dude right there.
Yeah, they probably like sacked some village and just chilling there for the night. You imagine sleeping next to a dead body? Like,
No.
What?
What? Didn't he dislocate an arm or something?
I was about to say, do you think we had a little time jump? He dislocated his shoulder and his...
So sprained his ankle.
Yeah,
or
sprained his
something?
ankle.
It's been long enough for Canute's forces to arrive at London.
Well, they were already there.
Oh, were they? The
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
time?
Yeah, they were with. Remember, Ragnar
Floki.
was with the king. No, not Floki. Oh yeah, Floki. Yeah, you're right. Because Floki and the king left Canute and Ragnar in charge of taking London while they went to like Wessex or something. That probably just smells awful.
Yeah.
Outskirts of Bath. Where's that?
Oh,
That's sad.
Somewhere where they got Roman ruins up top. Look at that.
100人ばかしで何ができるってんだよ。はあ？バカ。今バカっつったかおい。
Baka!
It's one of the few words I still know in Japanese. Baka.
There's
It's
one more guy.
the
私はあ
boys.
と2、3個村を食って終わりだな。また来年に期待しようよ。
God, these years fly by for these people.
I have not seen a show that's progressed as fast as this show.
トルケルね。確かに強えけど、そもそもありゃ俺らと同じノルド人だぜ。死に体のイングランドをいつに限ってもおかしくね。
Yep. He's pretty much said so himself.
Here we go. Again.
Was it duel time? Oh. Different duelers.
Oh, these are guys that are just arguing.
I like his coat, whatever you call that.
That's pretty.
豊かな土地だ。 夢に出てきた土地に似てる。アイスランドとはえらい違いだ。
Yeah.
きっと今頃は
You could say
Iceland's kind of just a dead
雪が積
mission.
み重ねているだろうな。
it really is.
To think people still live there
I
today.
know.
Gosh. I couldn't do it.
Oof.
Why do they have to shoot him in the ass too? You see that?
Yeah, I
It's
did.
like right between the butt crack. Come on.
I was like at the top of it, like at the base of his spine.
Like right in the tailbone.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
He lost one of those blades, right?
早
Yes.
起きだなトルフ
Askeladd.
まだ日も昇ってね
He's looking old.
Yeah. What's he holding?
Coin? His
Yeah.
Yeah.
uncle's
えあいつらが騒がしくて眠れない
money.
気安く話しかけんな。俺はてめえらの仲間じゃねえ。てめえは俺をうまいこと操ってるつもりだろ。
And he kind of does.
Kind of does.
Like, actually.
俺に喉を裂かれてくたばるその日までな。
怖いねあの中学が上にガン飛ばすとは成長したもんだま、時間は若いお前の味方だお前は成長し俺は老いる
True.
いつかお前に負ける日も来るだろう当然のことだどんな強者もいずれは死ぬ
Man, I love how content he is with that statement.
Yeah.
この石これは今のイングランドの住人サクソン人が作ったものじゃない強い民族だったそうだだが500年前サクソンに滅ぼされたローマ人だ
Yeah.
国の名はブリタニア
Okay.
高度な文明だった今よりもずっとな
回りくどいんだよ。何が言いてえ。
せっかちだね年寄りの話は聞くもんだぜまあつ
That's
まりだ
amazing.
Yeah.
人間の世界は緩やかにだが確実に老いてきてるってことさかつてのローマ帝国の栄光は遠い過去になる
True.
あと20年もしたら最後の審判とやらが下るそうじゃねえか
Ooh! My gosh.
Oh. Ah!
その日人間は全て神に殺され今の世は完全
The
に
Ragnarok.
だそうだ
We were talking about like the Christians'
Yeah.
idea.
ラグナロク。
Yeah.
滑稽じゃねえか黄昏の時代の夜明けだ
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Army or a lone rider?
馬だ一気
But who's on it?
イングランドの兵か。
おお飛行は本隊所属か我はクルート王子殿下のラグナル隊何ちょいとそこの村で小銭稼ぎをね勝手に部隊から離れたのか
Yeah.
なあ片言言うな
It's like, man, I don't care.
Yeah, it's like none of your
なんなら
business.
もうそこまで来てる数は500ほど奴の直参だけ連れてきたようだ
This is Thorkell rolling up on them.
He's so impatient.
回るバラに至るだろう
Oh my
ラン
gosh.
ドのホイルがクルー当時の4000がいたはずだが
He don't care.
とっくに
What?
俺がその生き残りだ
Oh my gosh. So what happened to Canute?
Seeing it right now.
Oh, you can't tell me they didn't see the boats coming? They didn't have somebody to keep an eye out?
奴がトルケルを先頭にこいでから
This guy's ridiculous.
Oh my god. He's like a troll from Lord of the Rings holding a tree.
Literally.
Man-made weapons don't suffice.
Oh!
どいつもこいつも熊みたいな強
As strong as bears.
誰もなすすべなかった。主よ、
Come on, come on, come on.
その魂が救われん。
トルケンめがそこまですぐにここを
He's just pulling it up himself? Yes, he is. Oh gosh. I feel like he's just gonna lose an arm.
おじさまみけ
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
She gonna be pissed about that.
集まった兵は400に満たない。士気も高いとは言えん。
Huh.
これから本隊へ応援を頼みに。
Looks like our boys need to step in.
Yeah.
今は100人でもありがたい。
Come on, Askeladd, just roll with the whole gang.
どうする決めるのはあんたどうしろって
We're gonna fight.
This music's awesome.
Yeah.
まったくオチを聞かそわれてもいられないな聞こえねえかビオララグナロクの足音だよ
Nice.
Oh!
What? Why the fuck did he do that?
Because he doesn't want to go to war. Today's not his day to enter into Twilight and die for no reason. Damn,
That
is that what it's about?
That was not what I was expecting.
上どけこいつの持ってきた馬も
Yep, they're saying see ya. Don't question it.
いいか野郎どもよく聞け我々は今から
What? He says it can't be his decision, it's mine.
He said we're not going to ask for help. They're just gonna go.
All right.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. Oh, so they just want to take on the premium task and take all the loot for themselves,
Yes.
man. Look at these guys. Yeah.
Because they can turn each one to the other king.
Uh-huh.
Who's gonna pay the most?
どうすんだよ焚きつけちまって相手はトルケルだぞ称賛のなさあ
Me and the
Yeah,
kid.
exactly.
さあ乗って黄昏の時代だぜビオどうせなら
Okay.
No.
Okay, man. He's ready to call it. You better go out with a bang. Freak's sake. Weird ass episode. What the fudge?
Yeah.
My favorite part is coming up.
Yeah.
I'm missing you.
Missing you.
We just have to do this every time so we don't get struck by any claims. Zig, 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 zig. Doesn't JJK have that too? Zong, 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 zong. Didn't it?
I don't remember the.
It's been so long, I can't remember it.
Zong, zong, zong. Something like that. I think that's.
Oh, should I die? Did I die? Did I die?
Remember when Sam was like,
Oh, trying to hit on the beat. Did that one ever get? Was that one posted? Is that one of the ones that got
I
posted?
think that's the last one.
The
one that
most
has-
recent?
the one
Okay,
that has to
okay.
be redone.
Alright. Pain.
Pain and suffering.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I wasn't smart enough to decipher this episode.
I'll be honest, me too. Because I thought I was...
What was there to decipher? What do you mean?
Just
how Askeladd, what he's thinking
Yeah.
right now.
Like
Like he started saying...
No, I mean, like,
God.
no.
No, you understood.
no, I mean, like, I feel like there's more he's alluding to.
Exactly, me too.
stuff that will be like reflective after we've seen the rest of the season, kind of stuff. You know how like when you watch an episode and you know that there will be double meaning or something. Like you know how like you watch a show that sometimes has like clever hidden meanings. And, like, sometimes you can know and you watch and you're like, this will mean something later down the line.
Right.
It means something right now, but I don't think it's... I think there's a deeper meaning that will hit later.
Why does he keep bringing up the age of Twilight?
Well, because he's saying...
I don't know what that is.
He's just saying that, you know, just as, like... I mean, to me, the way I took it, at least considering his whole conversation with Thorfinn and the talk about... you know, the Roman Empire and the Saxons taking over and how they're going to beat the Saxons. It's just like a passing of like torch. One torch to another, one guard to the next. Like, he's going to get old and die, and then Thorfinn and his generation, but specifically Thorfinn, is going to be the next one.
Yeah.
They're going to be the next ones that are leading the way.
I think,
well, I was just going to say Twilight, just meaning that whatever, you know, the night is ending and the new day is here now. So it's like... You know, it's just it's just a new beginning of what's to come, and he's ready. You know, with like maybe
to move on.
Yeah, he's ready to. Move, I feel like he's ready to move on, but also with the talk of Ragnarok, and then also like the aging Twilight. Like maybe he's like, all right, this is our last, not our literal last day, but like this is our last moment. I mean, he even said, "Let's go out with a bang." So I think he's just alluding to. I mean, he's clearly getting old. Like, he's just alluding to his time being done as, like, a warrior.
Yeah.
I think you could even...
It flashed someone with blonde hair on the beach.
Yeah, true. I don't know who he was thinking of.
Sorry, we haven't broken down the episode yet. I'm just... No.
Yeah. I think you could also even read it, like, while we're still on that topic. Even if you look at the past few episodes when it comes to Askeladd, you can... I was talking about this, like, how I feel like...
Some development.
Well, you see him and you can kind of tell that despite him being present through everything, he's not really cognitive. He's somewhere else, like, in his mind. Like, he's not...
He's there, but he's not there.
He's not about the... It's what I said in comparison to, like, Ragnar from our other show. Is like, I see Askeladd, and even though he's doing the looting, the killing, I don't think he really cares that much about it. I think he's mostly doing it because it's either his weird way of, like, just... It's too late for him to stop the tradition. Might as well keep doing it till I'm dead, even though I don't fully believe. And let's just see what happens in the end. Yeah. If I get granted access to Valhalla, I don't even know if it's that as much as it's like he's seeing the end of an era, like Vikings. Like their way will die down. I think I felt that when he was talking about like everybody's a slave to something. Yeah. And you could argue that he himself is also a slave to Viking culture because he is going through the motions of sieges with his crew. But maybe in his own mind, he sees it more of like he's mentally free. Yeah. Like, he might physically be doing the things that everybody else is partaking in, but like mentally...
He's doing whatever he wants.
Yeah. Like, he will find his own way to justify himself of how he's separate from the rest of everybody else.
I mean, just like in this episode, the main army retreated, but he stayed there.
Or even still, or even like he just changed the plans to benefit him, like do it in his own way, just to, like it's weird, like I feel like he's doing it for his men, but like not for, I don't know if it's for himself, but like I don't know.
I was gonna say for money, but then at the same time I don't know if it's about the money, because then his whole uncle thing is like you're a slave to money.
What do you think he cares about in life? Do you think he?
I think he's just, I was put on this earth just to be here. That's it.
You don't think there's any like...
Right now, I have to see some more to give you that answer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know if there's like much to glean from it, just because he's
just there.
He moves with emotions, but I don't know why.
He goes with emotions, and he kind of... I don't know. I feel like there has to be something with it. Well, he does clearly care about like Norse and Viking culture, because he said like... And we're going to beat the Saxons, you know what I mean? Yeah. Now, I don't know if he was speaking from that just from, like, an educational, like, just like the Saxons beat the Romans, we'll beat the Saxons, and then someone else will come and beat us. Like, I don't know if he was more so alluding to that, or if that was, like, more of, like, a prideful, like, we are Norse type of thing, you know? Because they brought that up a couple times, talking about, like, Thorkell, and, yeah, so... I'm not sure, but I mean, it also could be like, I think that he genuinely does care about like his people. You know what I mean? And, like, he might not care about the money, but if they come out of this on top and they capture Canute and Thorkell, and take Thorkell to be held accountable to the Denmarks, and maybe sell Canute to the English, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Bring Canute back to Denmark and get a payment for that, and bring Thorkell back to the English so they can get some money for it, whatever. But if they make off with a lot of money, like, they can go back and, like, not retire, but, like, you know, maybe not have to do this as much.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, the men were talking, like, Bjorn, he was saying, like, oh, like, we've been fighting the English for the past 10 years. The war is over at this point because, you know, the English king has fled.
Yeah.
And this past year has been, like, the worst. You know, so.
Yeah.
Why are they still there if the king fled?
Well, he just fled, I think.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, they
that
also
was
don't.
recent
I mean, they
news.
also don't hold
I
control.
don't know, just maybe trying to take all over.
Yeah.
It's also near impossible to get, like, updated, decent news.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything comes, like, a month later after it's happened.
Yeah.
A white raven.
Yeah. I just feel like that's not going to go well for him then. Askeladd, I feel like because, like, I know he's covered his tracks killing the guy. I feel like
so random.
I feel like in the idea that he does this kind of against the Vikings themselves, like, kind of splits off in his own sect with Canute, that somebody, like, I don't trust people like Floki, so I don't know. I feel like Askeladd's days are numbered with how he's behaving,
Yeah.
you know? Like, when he says things like, at the end when he's like, let's go out with a bang, like, it seems like he doesn't really care too much for his own livelihood.
No.
Like, he's already he's kind of already made amends. You could even kind of see that kind of talk when he was up with, Thorfinn. Like, his guard isn't really up. I don't think he needs to have a guard up when he's talking to the kid, because he knows the kid is going to be honor bound to not kill him right there on the spot. But, like, just his, like, carefreeness, like, attitude, I feel like it'll catch up to him one day.
Yeah.
Hopefully not soon, because he's arguably one of the more intriguing characters on the show.
Yeah.
So if he goes, we need people to step up right now, and there's not many contenders as of right now.
Yeah.
We also, I mean, we haven't broken down the episode.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to bring
Yeah,
up
might
the
as
very
well.
beginning in Vinland,
Yeah, let's start with that.
where Thorfinn had a dream about his dad, and his dad was telling him to forget revenge
A rather
and think
prophetic
about your
dream.
mother and your sister.
You think it was prophetic? You think, like, the things we were seeing are, like, actually occurring in Iceland?
No, I think it was a dream, but maybe that was his dad talking to him from the afterlife.
But do you think it's, like, a forewarning that, like, he should go back, otherwise something will happen to his sister and mother?
I don't know, maybe.
Uh,
Who knows if Harold, it's Harold, right?
Halfdan.
Halfdan. Would come back.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just
Forget about revenge, go see your family.
well, because he says that
It's good things having those.
yeah,
I like that.
it's a happy thing.
Yeah.
Having people and family and people that you care about, and, you know, wanting to be with those people.
Yeah.
If you're gonna live a life of revenge, you're gonna throw all that away.
Yeah.
And I think that might have been it at the end of the day, because it's like, you know, maybe you could look at it too of like Tor's and his past, like, I mean, his past caught up to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, even though he tried to make amends and, you know, move on.
Even Tors said to him, "You think this will make me happy? You getting revenge?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I think the dream, too, in, like, not in a prophetic way, but, like, in a, like...
A foreshadowing?
No, not even that. Like, it's himself realizing that he hasn't been there for the Icelandic people. Like, the realization that his father was pretty much a guard for the people who have no fighting capabilities. Like,
Yeah,
none of them are seasoned. It's people who haven't seen battle, and Thor's was always there to protect. And maybe it's like the imagery in his head of, hey, this is what could very well be happening right now because you've placed so much value on something that's, like, not as important. Kind of like an awakening, because, like, why else show raiders attacking?
Yeah.
I would hope things haven't gotten horrible.
I don't think so, because I feel like they would have shown
Something.
I feel like we're gonna come back. Like by the time we come back, it's gonna be like his sister is married to like the Ari person. Maybe the mom is like on deathbed and literally about to die.
Where's Leif Erikson?
Well, he said he was gonna try and find
yeah.
him. That's what he said. But I mean, it's a big fucking world to try and find.
You think that's how he'll go back? As Leif finds him?
For sure. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like when he gets back, it's gonna be like the book of Return of the King, The Scorching of the Shire. Like he's just gonna get back, and everything that he once loved is just gone and completely controlled by Halfdan. Maybe like his mom and sister are still alive, but like subjugated. That he's gonna have to like free all his people again.
I
Maybe
think
Halfdan be an enemy.
The mom might be dead at this point because they kept saying how sick she was.
I'm not sure if he's gonna make it. I'm kind of feeling that way too now.
Yeah.
I was more optimistic, but I feel like realistically, if they show she's sick and we've had such a time pass, the likelihood is that she died.
Yeah.
Just because sickness is very hard to like,
especially
remedy.
In that land.
In
pure
Iceland.
Winter. Also, they said it's winter, so I imagine they're getting hammered by a blizzard or something.
And most people will die during winter if they're not feeling good. Even the
and they're short on
cold.
livestock. Remember, they had to give so much sheep to Halfdan.
I think the sister's fine.
That was like 5 years ago, too.
Yeah, I think the sister's fine for sure.
I think she's in charge of this place at that point.
Probably.
I could see that. I could see Ari maybe being the husband. I was trying to decide for like two options.
She don't need no man.
I know. I think two options are likely. Either Ari's with her, or Halfdan has like forced her into marriage, which I think is another very likely possibility. I want to return Halfdan. I've said that several times now. I just want to see him.
I want to see him too.
It sucks because he was like such a really like
interesting character,
stick out individual from the cast.
Fucking Attila the Hun.
Yeah, I just want to return
with
to him
a chain.
With a chain.
That was fucked.
It's crazy.
So gross.
He minced the man. Lacerations.
All because he was talking and he wasn't supposed to be talking.
Yeah.
Well, it was his guy too.
Yeah.
Talking out of turn.
What the hell?
Yeah.
This episode was okay to me.
Yeah.
It was a good episode.
Once again, I think this is supposed to be more of a reflective episode on the series as a whole.
Visually, it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That shot of it was like Thorfinn, Askeladd, and all the columns, and the stars and the moon.
It was kind
That'd
of
be like my PC background.
It was like the bug angle where it's like the inverted. Everything looked like it was like distorted.
Yeah. That was really good. This show is very visually pleasing. With its backgrounds, it's really good.
You know what? I am genuinely surprised that this has like decent traction with the fan base, because I feel like this, in my very minimal personal experience with anime, I feel like most anime is really fast, where I feel like this is very slow. So I'm surprised that it's like has a following from that same line. I wonder if, you know how you get like suggestions on Netflix? Like if I watched this, what is the other shows that people who like this show, like what shows do they watch?
Yeah.
Because I feel like people who watch like My Hero, even though they're anime fans, might not be into this type of show.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's a different cater of
it. My Hero is a completely like.
But you know what I mean though?
Yeah.
Like I wonder what
Tiger and Bunny and Zetman.
Like I wonder for anyone who watches these reactions, like what list 5 shows that you generally watch, so that I can kind of have a gauge as to like what fandom.
Yeah.
Because like
AOT out of the question with this.
Out of the question?
Yeah.
You don't think AOT people would watch this?
No, I'm
much?
saying they would.
They would.
Yes.
I would say AOT people watch Full Metal if I had to choose more than this.
But it's kind of hard to compare because you're also talking about 2 shows that are like the biggest animes like ever. Like it's kind of like most people aren't superhero people, but like everyone's seen Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah.
Like I might be personally more of like I like watching crime movies, but everybody's seen Endgame and Infinity War. Like if you didn't, you're not a human being at that point. So it's like
my parents didn't give a shit about Marvel. They saw Endgame.
Yeah. Whereas like I feel like Attack on Titan is so big, and just like Dragon Ball and like Naruto, like some people
low.
That's fine. Yeah.
Oh, rip.
Oh, Adam is good.
The timing. The timing.
You were talking about how AOT is probably isn't the greatest example for where people's interests are.
It's just hard because AOT is like the top tier big MCU movies. Everyone sees it. Like I know people. I mean, come on, we know so many people that have like watched AOT and been like, "Oh, this is awesome," but probably would not watch 90% of other anime. And not just like people that we've had friends that we've like suggested to, been like, "Oh, it's a really good show, you'll like it."
Mainstream, yeah.
But just like in general, I've seen so many people that was like, "You like anime?" and they're like, "Oh no, I just like Attack on Titan. It was a really good show." It's like, or it's like, "Oh yeah, I like anime. I've watched the 3 biggest shows that have ever been made, and that's it." Whereas like you might run into some people that watch our channel and they're like, "Yeah, man, I like Tokyo Revengers and Fire Force and Full Metal and
Erased
and
whatever that garden one
Sword Art
they keep telling us to watch."
Violet
Garden or something. Yeah, so like I just think it just depends on how deep you get into it. I just think it's interesting because this show, I guess it's my only critique of it, is that sometimes it's so weird. It doesn't feel like we're 11 episodes in. Like, we're basically halfway through the show, and I feel like, not that nothing has happened, but, like, it's so weird. I don't understand how, like, nothing can happen in the show, but so much can happen in an episode.
Yeah.
Like, we'll have an episode where it's like, we'll have an episode where, like, so much happens, and then I'm like, but I feel like no one talked, and no one said anything, and nothing really, like, changed in anybody's lives in this episode. Like, it kind of goes back and forth on that happening.
Like, if for anime for me, and in near almost everything I've watched, with a very few exceptions with anime, it's so fast. Everything's so fast.
Can you elaborate on that? Like story or...
Like the 20 minutes, you're being fed so much info that by the time it's over, you're like, wow, I thought that was 3 minutes long.
Okay.
Or this, it's obvious, like, he's walking up the hill, you're breathing.
It's drawn out.
You see the columns, you see the flowers, you see the purple hazed sky, Askeladd sitting there, the wind is blowing.
Trying to put you in it.
I feel like I feel like I've said this once before in a video, but I feel like the watch experience would probably be a lot better if it was binged.
100%.
I mean, like...
100%.
Just because sometimes we'll watch these one episodes and I'm like, man, I really don't know if anything really happened that made me... Especially with, like, Thorfinn, even if they went as basic as, like, oh, now Thorfinn's learned a new ability, like the typical, like, anime hero type of things, like, that hasn't even happened. Like, dude doesn't speak... He barely even thinks, and we don't even get that much retrospect. Like, the most has happened to him since he's grown up, rather. Because he had a lot going on when he was a kid, when he was surviving on his own. The most that happened was when he spoke to Spirit Dad and the dream that he just had now. And actually him talking to Askeladd right now. 3 things in the past, 7 episodes or 6 episodes. Like, that's it.
Well, here's the problem, too, is... Our characters are not like the story drivers, or the event drivers. Like, they are the following of the story. Like, the real events are like the kings doing stuff. The King of England caused this issue. Like, all the intrigue is elsewhere. We're with the characters who are following along in like the journey, and then there's like the little in journey of him wanting to kill Askeladd having some existential feelings of the end of the times, Thorkell obsessed with fighting, and Knut's just praying. So most of the characters are really just kind of there.
Yeah.
Like, they're all just kind of experiencing the emotions of the ocean, I guess. Like, they're really just there for the journey, and we're just seeing their quiet demeanors or occasional thoughts. So there's not a lot to, like, take, I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like all the episodes that are happening now, like, the pacing should be stuff that happens later on after we've met them a bit more. So even if there is quiet moments, we can at least assume more of what's happening mentally, where we're still learning these people. So it's like, what am I watching?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we don't really know Askeladd too much. He's talking about this Twilight. Seems like he's at the I just want to off myself in battle kind of mentality that we get from Vikings, and that's it. Thorfinn's just really been hell-bent for the past, 5 episodes on nothing but killing him. And Thorkell is just a giant idiot.
Thorkell.
Thorkell.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Thorkell.
Thorkell.
Yeah, so
That's funny.
what would you want to enhance your experience with the show? Like, if you had to choose one thing that, like, you would wish they add in right now, and not fighting. Fighting is, like, I think one we would all want more of. But, like, if it couldn't be that, what would you want?
To really take his dad's advice, and you don't have any enemies, and just go home. And go from there somehow.
I'm just laughing because my idea is so basic, but I just really want, like, discourse. I feel like a lot of times the only thing that I can glean from this, like, that's like a mental impact on me, or where I'm like, wow, is when Askeladd talks, but he just talks at people and no one ever responds.
Listens.
Or like retorts, or
Yeah.
like when he talked to the kid, when he was talking about having the slave mentality, when he was talking to his uncle, and when he talks to Thorfinn, he just says whatever he is thinking, and a lot of times it might be like prophetic or like pseudo prophetic, I guess.
Yeah.
But like
There's
no
no
one
counter.
ever like it's not like Thorfinn being like, no, dude, like, you're strong as hell, and I'm going to beat you at your peak. Or, like, even if it was something like that, like, he's not even, like, Thorfinn's not even, like, really listening
There's
to what
no
you're
conversation.
saying. There's just no conversation. It's, like,
Yeah.
just one person talking to the air.
Yeah.
That's, again,
That's, like, to me, where I'm like, if you just added,
Yeah.
like, some discourse and dialogue, real dialogue between characters, it's not like, oh, that guy called him a thief. All right, if they kill each other, tell Askeladd. Like, it's just, like, not that. Like, I don't want that. I want, like,
I think the
butting of heads. And
I think that
such.
makes sense. I think the problem is Askeladd's one of the few competent characters on the show,
And no one responds.
and
to
no
his
one else is really
competency.
competent enough for there to be an interesting
They're,
dialogue.
they're big dumb Vikings who love to kill.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
No.
I couldn't remember how I wanted to phrase it earlier, but that's the
basically
only
it.
well, that's the only issue at this time period is like
There's not a lot of thinkers. We don't have a lot of thinkers in this time.
Kill.
period.
like even if you go back into
Yeah.
the Roman Empire, you got like geniuses, like philosophers arguing against each other. Like you got like really intelligent people, many of whom we still like take advice from nowadays. And they're all dead and gone, and all we're left with is Askeladd, who's staring at a coin, and this idiot child who's supposed to kill him.
You got a caveman throwing rocks.
Well, that's why I said I want the political intrigue of the kings and like what they're up to. Like I want more of the guy with the red cape and what Canute's up. Like I want that
King
group.
Sven.
King Sven and Swain.
Swen. No,
Swen.
That's what I
That's what you
said.
just said,
King
Swen.
Sven.
Sven.
SWEVYN.
Yeah. I really just want Canute at the end of the day. I feel like she's gonna be intelligent. I hope. I don't need more idiots. I want Canute to come
They're
into the
just-
picture and be like,
Canute just like,
Why are they making that like such a huge part of the story?
what, not saying that it's a woman?
No. Just that, like, why do they keep bringing up that this dude is supposed to fight, but then he's just sitting there praying, doing nothing?
Or more
Is it
importantly,
just
got
because
captured.
he's a prince?
Well, why do you think, if we're all hyping her up as a potential great warrior, she just got captured? You think it was intentional?
I don't know.
I was wondering about, like, maybe she wants to get away from the king.
Maybe it's just a stand-in. Maybe the ploy of it is not going to be that Canute is a woman, even though that's what's clearly being, or what I think is being shown. But maybe it's like, oh, this actually isn't Canute. Like, this is like some random schmuck that they throw in, or some random girl that they throw
Corday.
in.
Do you think Canute's even a real person? Like, it's just a
No,
made-up
I
figure
think-
and
no,
this is the one stepping
I
in?
think Corday.
Corday.
I think Canute is.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't. What was that from?
Star Wars: Attack of the Clones.
See,
At
you
the very
said,
beginning.
You said Corday, and I was
Yeah.
like, is he making a Star Wars reference? I was like, no,
Yeah.
Adam doesn't know who Corday is.
I looked over at you two. You kept talking. Oh.
I was like, my mind.
You never make small references. You said Corday, and I thought of Star Wars, and I was
Good.
like, Adam doesn't know who Corday is. Just keep going.
I did.
My mind was in
Corday.
a completely different universe. But anyways,
I think I'm so sorry.
I think Canute. My leg. I'm so sorry. I hated that as a kid. I think Canute's a real person.
No.
I just don't think that he is there.
All right, I'm done. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe it's a Trojan horse. Maybe she wants to learn. I don't know.
It's
Why? What is she gonna learn from the London people?
I don't. It's not. It's not a Trojan horse.
Why is she getting captured? Come on.
It's trash.
No, she's gonna be a good fighter. Maybe she's good. She's not Thorkell's level of
Thorkell.
Thorkell's level of fighting.
Torkel.
All right,
It's like the master of disguise. Have you seen that movie? Yes, that's what it's like.
I got nothing else in the episode.
Yeah.
I'm ready for next week.
Yeah, same.
Go ahead, do your last Thorkell.
Thorkell.
Guys, if you made it this far in the video, make sure you leave a like on it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. If you want to see these a week in advance, there's one available for each week for Vinland Saga. We also have Full Metal. We also have Visions, which is going to be hopping on the Patreon. And A Silent Voice should be up, so make sure you tune in for that. We're going to punch it. See ya!
Thorkell, Thorkell.